Nick Saban can be like, hey, you come to my school, I get you like a 7-figure or 8-figure NIL deal. You know what I'm saying? That could change your life.
But you would choose I'm sorry, but you would choose the money. You're
nigga. If I'm like
a high school 18-year-old boy,
you $2 million?
No,
what the fuck? Yo, what up? It's your boy Larry Love, and welcome back, man, to the street's favorite podcast, the Last Word Podcast, man. Moms like us, dads despise us, man. Volume 1, part. I stopped counting after I fucked your bitch. What's your
It's your boy Chief Neef, y'all. What's up, man?
It's your boy Cartier J.
It's your boy Curly J.
All right, man. What we got on the agenda today?
Hey, man. So basically, I'm not sure if y'all saw the news, man, but on ESPN they reported that Alabama head coach Nick Saban accused Jackson State, where Coach Prom coaches at, of signing big NIL deals to get bigger recruits. And I think he also accused Texas A&M, right?
Yeah. I forgot the coach's name. It was it was one of his assistants. He'll come to me.
So basically, like, he was accusing
Jimbo Fisher, I think.
Because it was like that whole rumor with like Travis Hunter getting that $1 million deal.
But it's legal now.
And an NIL, to explain what an NIL is basically name, image, and likeness, right?
Yeah.
And so now college athletes can all get paid now. So they're basically just saying that, since I signed these players off with bigger money just to bring them over here, so I got a better team. And with that, it's like
he's mad. He's not even snitching on something because we know that, but he just like he's complaining.
He's salty,
exactly.
bro.
That's the word I look. He's salty because like Alabama. Like, think about it. You got people that like they're from like Cali and Minnesota and Oregon.
Yeah.
They have never been to Alabama in their damn life, and they just want to come play for Nick Saban, and they ain't getting no money. Nigga pulling up on a college campus with 2 Hellcats and a Gucci watch. Stop it, nigga.
And they not even like. First of all, you look at Bama, you know their players have money. You see the way they strut around because obviously they're nothing but constant winners. But if you're number one, like what is he like number one in recruiting usually always? Yeah. Like if you're number one and Jackson State is just now they're trying to come up, but they're still nowhere close to you. So why are you?
You going at an HBCU?
Yeah, you shooting at an HBCU for what? You're Bama. They're trying to become you.
You shooting at a dead animal, nigga.
Like, come on, bro. Like,
and we're not talking down about Jackson State. If you look at Jackson State's football program versus Alabama's in the last couple of years, it's not comparable. So it's not like talking about the school order, it's just the football program because people get super sensitive out there.
I just think that certain people nowadays are actually kind of looking into HBCUs and it's got these people scared, honestly.
Yeah.
It's really that. Like even like with basketball, what's his face? Master P's son, I think.
Yeah.
I had went to
TSU.
TSU. So it's like just some of these people are actually like now opening their eyes. These athletes are opening their eyes to like the HBCUs. Like it's got these people.
Because we used to go to the HBCUs before they integrated. I think it was a long time. Yeah. It was at USC. And there was this black guy at USC, and he was killing because we weren't allowed in the South in the SEC schools. Mm-hmm. And I think Coach Bear Bryant at Alabama, he was like, "I need to get me some." And after that, you just saw what's the word I'm looking for? They start bringing in black players, and that's how we integrated into the white schools. Because before then, we could only go to HBCUs, And there are a lot of Pro Football Hall of Famers in HBCUs. You got Shannon Sharp, Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, it's like Walter Payton went to Jackson State too. Like it's a lot. Yeah. So I don't know. I
feel like you should if I'm top of the nation, right? Mm-hmm. Every school should be considered. But like, there's a lot of people that want to go to HBCUs, but they know that if they go to a HBCU over going to schools like Bama, Texas A&M that are on all these networks, their games are always televised. All that they're thinking about their draft stock or like like when it comes to endorsements, when I'm going towards the draft, will I have enough exposure, stuff like that. So if you think about it, I understand why like all these HBCUs and all that don't have these high talented players. It's not because no one likes HBCUs. It's because of the fact that these other bigger schools have bigger resources.
And you want to know what though? You did just like touch on something really like important though. A lot of these people, like you said, go to these different places because they get more out of it. Like UGA, you got the best gear,
come on now,
endorsements, all that stuff.
Facilities.
So, like these places, they treat their athletes really well. In HBCUs, they don't get the funding to treat their athletes really well. But I feel like people like Travis Hunter or like Master P's son or whatever, them going to the HBCUs, it kind of is a good way to kind of make a little shift of that, if that makes any sense. Like, it encourages these black people to not only go to these predominantly white institutions and go to these other institutions, the HBCUs, to go ahead and start elevating the sports, because honestly, black people are the ones who dominate sports, so we're just going to be 100%.
I'm not even gonna lie though. Let's just say if I want to commit to Clemson, but FAMU is gonna give me a $2 million NIL, I'm choosing the $2 million to go to FAMU. And I think now the NIL is balancing the table.
It is.
And it's also recruiting. It's also a recruiting tool, because now Nick Saban can be like, "Hey, you come to my school, I get you like a 7-figure, 8-figure NIL deal." You know what I'm saying? That could change your life.
But
You would choose I'm sorry, but you would choose the money.
You're
Nigga, if I'm
a
like
high school 18-year-old boy.
you $2 million?
No,
What the
I'm
fuck?
not saying that's not.
That's more than some pros.
I'm not saying that's not a lot of money, but also too, you got to think about it. Sometimes it's not even just the straight up money; it's more of what can that do to help you get the money. If that makes any sense. Like some of these predominantly white things, they plaster their fucking athletes, and these athletes get those sponsorships quickly off.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
whereas the
okay.
HBCUs, they don't have that funding or whatever to just do it.
No, it's not the HBCU that's giving you money. The NIL,
Your example, you said $2 million. Like, you said FAMU, bro. You
I'm saying,
you mix it up.
If the coach at FAM, I said I'm going to FAM. If the coach at FAMU told me I can get you an NIL that can be like $2 million, and you can get more money coming here versus Alabama, I'm choosing the $2 million. Because you got a lot of these guys, they come from the hood. Like niggas, they don't have running water. Their lights not even on the phone, might not be working. So they're gonna try to get their family out of that situation as well.
Of course, yeah.
And you got it. Because
I
actually,
don't know. I'm kind of riding with Jalen on this because if you think about it, it is money, and you may look at it and be like, oh, $2 million, I gotta go here, but you also, if you've always dreamed as a kid to go to the NFL and to go to the next level, you have a better chance of going to that next level going to Alabama.
But it's not guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed. They gonna find you, bro.
Okay, but nothing is guaranteed at the end of the day. But what Josh saying is actual facts. You're guaranteed more of a chance at a predominantly white institution, and secondly, predominantly white institutions should treat their athletes better than HBCU.
They can give me a $2 million deal.
Y'all didn't let me finish.
Even though you may get a $2 million, sometimes that quick money is not the best money. Quick money is not always good money.
Okay.
And sometimes using that little bit of, it's kind of like investing a little bit. You're investing a little bit of your time, whatever, so that in the future you can get more money. You getting that exposure is what gets you that fucking money at the end of the day. And that's something that I hate to say, but HBCU has not really done well.
You gonna have your $2 million, and I'm getting NFL signing a 5-year deal worth.
Okay.
But you don't know if you're gonna make the NFL either.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
But it's all
Let me finish.
Let's just say you come from a house and your dad is not around, and it's just you, your mom, and 4 other kids.
I'm not disregarding anything you're saying. I understand.
Yeah.
$2 million to me right now, I will be thanking God. I'm going to tie, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be happy. But also too, as a logical person, even though you see $2 million, sometimes you have to sit there and think about it. Bro. You gotta think. You can't just sign that shit because it says $2 million. $2 million come with a lot of shit than just $2 million.
No,
obviously you get paid to perform. You gotta perform and live up to it.
I agree with y'all, but like I was trying to say was the NIL deal, the word the hell it's called. That's guaranteed. Like, I understand, like future and all that stuff, but you also have to be kind of realistic. You like that guarantee money. I had that set money. I could work with that. Blah blah. You know how many people in the NFL draft don't get drafted or don't even make it to the like. That's a 3-year process. You get hurt. You could just not be that dude anymore. Like, there's so many variables.
A lot of them niggas don't even make the roster.
Exactly. So for what Larry was saying,
if y'all are saying an NIL deal, you're obviously somebody. You have a name already.
That's what I'm saying. You're going somewhere. That's what I'm trying to get to you. Travis Hunter, at the end of the day, is going somewhere.
Yes.
He is going somewhere, right?
So you think his chances dropped off by going to Jackson State?
That's not what I'm about to say. What I'm saying is actually, I commend Travis Hunter for going to Jackson State because I think that he's doing something that I feel like all black people should be doing. Bringing the money to the black people at the end of the day. But Travis Hunter, at the end of the day, too, if he did go to a PWI, it would give you an exposure that sometimes an HBCU cannot do. And that's just facts.
That's true. That's true. I agree with that.
We're not going to sit up here and act like that's not just facts. And I agree with Josh, just seeing the $2 million, that is great on paper, but also, too, sometimes you got to think of a little bit of long term. That $2 million is good for that short term, but long term, there may be more that you can get out of a PWI from that exposure, what they do for their athletes, than getting the NIL.
And real quick, with that money concept, right, of these NIL deals, do y'all feel like they're kind of paying a college? Because I think Coach Prom said it a little bit. Like, do you think they're paying these players a little too much? Like, they're paying like close to pro salaries.
Hell no.
Like, do you think they're paying them too much, or do you think like it's okay? Because in my opinion, I feel like if you're making money off me, I deserve a fair cut. You know what I'm saying? So like,
what do you mean as a coach?
No, I mean as a coach, blah blah blah. I'm talking about the player. I'm talking about if I'm the player. If I'm a star player on UGA's defensive line, I deserve to get my bread. Like, y'all making money off me. Where's my paycheck at?
You know, I'm a person, I like to kind of have the scenes, like, I understand. Can you kind of give me numbers or some shit?
I am the
Kobe Dean.
I am the Kobe Dean. I'm one of the top linebackers in the whole country of college football. Okay. I start on UGA's I lead UGA's defense to win another title. I'm in championship, right? And when it comes to, I'm here and I'm supposed to get an NIL deal of, well, my worth is like what, around $3 million. Like, do you not like? I deserve to get some of that $3 million that like I brought to the school. You know what I'm saying? Like all those, because people are buying tickets to watch me play because I'm a star player, or just buying my jerseys, stuff like that. So therefore, I feel like if you're profiting off me, I deserve a fair cut. Just how like pros, they profit off them, they get a cut. Therefore, I feel like if at the college level, we should get a cut as well.
Yeah, I agree.
How you feel about that?
I agree to disagree.
Like you think
I don't think it's
not with them. I disagree with them.
I think if you put the fucking work in and you do whatever you need to do, stay out the streets, you grinding in the gym every day, I mean, the fucking sky's the limit. There's no price on how much I should be making, how many deals I should. If I put the fucking work in and I'm showing this shit on the field, then I can get however much money I need.
I agree. How you feel about it, Larry?
Honestly, I was looking at some of these. I'm trying to look up some of these guys' salary, and it wouldn't really like pop up. But I was gonna say this though. You got to look at it from these athletes' perspective though. They don't know the first thing about these big universities. They just know the university wants them because they can play ball, right? But at the same time, you got to think about what if they leave. They leaving behind their whole family, and their family's still struggling. Like most of them, they still struggling. So you got to think though that the money's all. You got to think about a person that comes from nothing. They're gonna take the first thing that comes to them.
I also have another thing. Before these NIL deals, y'all believe that when these 5-star recruits were going to Alabama, y'all know damn well they was getting some money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you see what they driving? You see what they moving
That's
with?
the thing I'm saying.
Yes.
If I go to, if me and Jalen pick Alabama over FAMU, my mom's still straight. I mean, they're getting some type of money. Sometimes y'all tell me Nick Saban ain't moved somebody's parents.
Tua, he moved him from Hawaii to Alabama.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Y'all just looking at it $2 million aspect, but you got to look at Nick Saban. They do other things like move their
family
and get their money.
Larry, you're repeating it, but I understand what you're saying. If anybody sees $2 million, of course, especially if you have grown up and you see your parents struggle, is going to be something that you're going to want to sign quickly. I'm not saying that that's not instances that wouldn't happen, but also too, you got to understand that just because you have the $2 million, there is a little bit more leverage and more help that you can do with more exposure at a PWI than just the $2 million.
But do you also believe if you that dude, they'll come find you anywhere?
Repeat that. I'm sorry.
If you that dude, they'll come find you anywhere.
True.
I'd say there's no right or wrong answer to this. Like it's really just if you're in that situation, you just choose what you think is best for you. Yeah. If you really believe in yourself and stuff like that. Well, actually, no. I'm not going to go down that route.
No, if you believe, if that's what you think. Like honestly, if somebody thinks, because this is really a game of risk.
Facts.
It's really a game of either I'm just going to take the quick cash, I'm going to take the risk. If you got to believe in yourself in order for you not to just take that cash.
Because if you risk just $40,000 going to Alabama or Auburn and you don't go to the pros, you shit it. But if you get that $2 million, because I think like less than 1% make it to the pros.
Bro, if you're a starter on Bama's like lineup, you're getting into the NFL.
And that's what
that's an instant thing. You just have to grind. You have to grind to.
But you might not. Okay, I'll go ahead.
I would literally tell my mom, and once I sign a paper saying I'm going to Alabama, I would say, sit tight, mom, for 1 year. If I'm a 5-star recruit going to Alabama,
well, I think it's 2.5 or 3 years.
Just sit tight for 1 or 2 years, and after that, you ain't never gotta work a day in your life. And
I'm like, I've been broke all my life. I can be broke for 2 extra years.
You can be broke for 2 extra years, bro.
It's so much that can happen. I see what you're saying, but there's so much that can happen in 2 years, though.
There's so much that. But I'm sorry.
But you got the $2 million cushion to fall. That's why you got the $2 million cushion to fall off of.
I understand that, but honestly, if you think you the shit like you should,
yeah,
you are a thing. You should, yeah. You think you the shit, you should walk like the shit and feel like good shit's gonna happen to you at the end of the day.
So real quick before we segue into another topic, if that's your son and he gets $100,000 from Nick Saban versus a $2 million NIL from FAMU, which would you encourage? Which direction would you encourage?
I'm saying the cheaper option because I believe in my son. You got to that. You got it to that point.
I would ask, what's the benefits of it?
I would ask him, do you believe in yourself first?
Yeah.
Do you believe that you can go to the NFL?
That's fair.
If he say yeah, if he believes that he that nigga, he the shit. Cool.
I don't even need to have to hear my kid believe it. Honestly, you know if your kid has the strength that it takes to get there. I don't know if my kid needs to just take that $2 million or if he needs to go ahead and take it all the way there.
But the $2 million just for him is for the whole family.
Hold up, but also if you think about it though, some of these kids right there getting these deals, you can kind of know if someone's going to the next level or not when it comes to just how they work or just their tendencies. Because some people, they get to that point and they're like, oh, okay, I kind of got like I just got out of high school, like I've already been that dude. I don't really have to grind that much harder. It's college.
Yeah.
But then there's some people like, oh no, it's not about that constant mama mentality. I'm gonna work my ass off 24/7. Those type of dudes, oh yeah, I'm betting all money on you, boy. Go ahead, go do that 100K or that little smaller deal. I know you're gonna make it there. But someone that is comfortable, comfortability, bro. I'm telling you, there's a lot of those top recruits that are comfortable and they become busts in college.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be real with you, Larry. If my son was confident in himself, I would be more upset that he did not try to go all the way there than just take the
you still trying, bro. You just taking a different road, but you trying to go to the same destination.
But at the end of the day, no, Larry, it's harder. It's not the same.
Bro, if you that dude, bro, they're gonna find you.
One guy for FAMU right now on the roster.
I can't.
Exactly.
And why?
So because FAMU has just not lately. They haven't produced any talent though.
Okay.
But how many 5-star recruits has FAMU had though?
That's what we're trying to say.
We're saying it's like bro, it's more.
Yes.
There's no 5-star recruits going, so it's gonna be way harder to get out of FAMU to the league. That's what we're trying to say.
I get it.
I think you're getting it twisted. No one is saying that going to FAMU is a bad thing.
No, I know that's not what they're saying though. We're talking about just going to the league, just strictly to the league. Yeah.
Okay, smooth. I mean, yeah, man, it's just an opinionated question.
It really is just all opinion.
Yeah.
And what you choose.
And
it's like a risk factor.
Yeah. And then too, you got to think though, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he was a 5-star going to the University of Miami, and you know Miami in the '90s was a powerhouse.
Yeah,
but
they were.
On the way there, he had Ray Lewis. And there was also Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp told his ass, I think it was his sophomore year, Warren Sapp was a freshman. He was like, I'm coming to take your spot. Dwayne Johnson never heard from again as far as the college. Now he went to the he went to the CFL up in Canada for I think the Calgary Stampede or whatever, and he did pretty good or whatever, but he didn't really go to the league like that. So I'm saying though, people don't always pan out. And so the $2 million cushion with these NIL deals or the $1 million cushion is
it's just an opinion.
Yeah.
It's really just an opinion. Because I'm going to be real with you too. Let's say I was Dwayne Johnson. I was better than all of them. And I went and took the $2 million instead of trying my best to go do that. And I'll be mad. So you know what I'm saying? It's a damn if you do, damn if you don't. But it's all opinion. Yes, up to you.
So speaking of these NILs, man, Jimbo Fisher, both of them, I wouldn't say Deion clapped back. Deion gave the respectable answer. Jimbo Fisher, he clapped all the way the fuck back. He said y'all want to put him up like he's God. You need to look at how God does his work. You're gonna find out some stuff that you don't want to find out. And basically saying that Nick Saban is a real shyster. But we know all these dudes is navigating under the table to get these guys.
Hell yeah, what?
They doing some crazy.
To stay on top like that consistently, and there's never a year where you're not like top 2. Dude, come on.
What nigga you know in Section 8 housing driving a G-Wagon? Come on now.
Because what makes sense of I'm a 5-star and I'm going on a team full of nothing but 5 stars when I could go to a school that has 3 stars and they're still making the college football playoffs. But you know, I'd have more exposure because now I look like I'm that dude. Right. Like, I mean, I understand. Yeah, people like to do competition and all that shit. But I'm telling you right now, if I'm top of the nation, I ain't going to Bama. No way I'm going to Bama. No.
I feel like,
but that's too many. That's too many. Like, there's a lot of guys that are they're either on my level or above my level, or so I see it as a seniority thing. Mm-hmm. Like I got like everybody got talent there, but let's just be honest, it's just rotating. Like you see the QB situation, it's just whoever is younger becomes a starter now. This and a third, it's just like high school. So would I really go there, or where I could go to Miami where I know I'm starting freshman year?
But what I can't respect about Alabama is though, it's like the Patriots. There's a system, and that system works.
It gets you to the NFL.
I can only think of a handful of freshmen who are actually stars at Alabama. I think Devontae Smith, he made the game-winning touchdown catch at Mercedes-Benz when Alabama beat Georgia in the national championship. I think Derrick Henry jumped on the scene as a freshman and took over because they had him, Kenyon Drake, T.J. Yeldon, and Alvin Kamara at the same time in Alabama. Yeah. And all them dudes are in the NFL right now.
And doing good too.
That's crazy as fuck.
It's like, I think Jalen Waddle said this. He said it's like the best competition you're ever gonna meet because it's all future NFL players.
Like so your whole receiver room is full of 5 stars.
Yeah, it pushes you to the max. So therefore,
you gotta come with the shits every day.
Oh yeah. God.
He said it's literally a battle every practice. So I mean, I see what you're saying. I don't know. I guess I'm not woo. I'll go to a different school. What you're saying though. You wanna go somewhere where you can play. Cause then too, that's what this and let's talk about the transfer portal too. The transfer portal, a lot of coaches don't like it, but what I think it gives the players more power. That's all the NIL is doing, giving the players more power and more control. You got the transfer portal now. Usually, let's say if Neff wants to transfer, you leave in Oregon, you want to go to USC with Lincoln Riley, you would have to sit out this year. Now you could transfer, play instantly. Or if you want to transfer, let's say this month is May, if you want to transfer in May from Oregon, I think to USC, you play now. Versus you'd have to sit out a year. So I think the transfer portal is definitely is giving a lot of the players more leeway and more power too. I like that as well. But shit though, let's segue a little bit to these NBA playoffs, man. Who y'all got winning the chip, man? I'm going Celtics, boy. I'm going Boston Celtics. I feel like they have they rank like what, top 2, because I think
they're top defensive team.
Yeah, he had number 1 and then Celtics number 2. But basically, like, I feel like the Celtics got the most versatility to me, like all around the board. They got big and small. Like that's my number 1 pick. If it wasn't the Celtics though, I'd have to say I could see it being the Warriors.
Bro.
I'm
about to say
because bro, you got Curry, rising Jordan Poole. You got Clay. You got Draymond. Are you kidding me, bro?
You got Kuminga. Come on,
Kuminga as well, bro. They got
this
weapons.
Dude is just 19, bro.
They got weapons that they're not even using yet.
I was watching that nigga in high school.
Gary Payton Jr. is literally out, and he's one of their top defenders. Like, come on now.
And he might be back. I don't think he will be though. But like,
so y'all think that it's gonna be Warriors and Celtics?
I think it's gonna be Warriors and Celtics.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm going Celtics though. That's gonna be a great finals, bro.
I know them finals. I wouldn't even want to buy a final. I need money to buy a finals ticket now. Nosebleed seat $12K. You got me fucked up.
I'm like, say.
Oh God.
Bro, we're going to the NBA finals once, courtside, all of us.
We got to. Yeah.
I would have said Warriors as well.
You got the Warriors?
Yeah.
Damn, you got. Am I the only one that's going? I know you're a Warriors fan.
I've been a Warriors fan since 6th grade.
But my second would have been Celtics too, though. So I'm exactly with you.
Okay, let's talk about Eastern Conference Finals, Western Conference Finals right now. The Celtics and the Heat just played yesterday.
It's 2-0, right?
No, it's 1.
No, it's 1-1.
No, I'm sorry.
It's 2-1. Yeah, because
I was rooting for the Celtics, but the Celtics made too many careless mistakes yesterday.
Yeah, they had like the most turnovers in. I forgot the stat. It was like they had hella turnovers.
It's a new stat every day. They be like, this is the most turnovers in the third quarter since 19. And I'm like, what the fuck? They come up with a stat.
The reason why the Celtics won, the Heat won, was because the Celtics nipped themselves in the ass.
Yeah.
Like when I tell you, bro, when they actually play good team ball, the Celtics are easily beating the Heat. And it's not just because the Heat has a lot of talent and stuff like that, but the Celtics they had two stars, and when they're not playing selfish, everybody else around them can play perfectly. And you got Tatum at the 2 guarding small guards like Vincent or
Lowry.
Yeah, Lowry. So if you think about it, and I love Jimmy Butler, but I don't think he's giving you a constant 40 to win every fucking game.
He's too inconsistent for me. That's why I say Jason Tatum's the best player in the series. Obviously, Jimmy Butler's a close second. But if you look at the Celtics top 5, if you look at just the top 5 players in that series, I think 4 out of the 5 are on the Celtics.
And Jason Tatum also, let's be honest, he only that last game he just did terrible.
He did terrible.
It was literally just him. If he did even decent or just half the talent that he actually has, they would have won that game. They lost by 6?
I think
Bam Adebayo had a 31-point game. I love that dude, but come on.
And Jimmy Butler was out too.
Exactly.
I think when they put Jason Tatum back in the game, that's when they started. Because you're throwing off the rhythm.
Because
it's not about
he's
the
having
play.
an off night, bro.
You throwing off the rhythm too. It's all about timing.
Bro, when he's locked in,
Bro.
come on. He's 6'10", bro.
Yeah.
They list him at 6'8". He ain't no 6'8", bro. I know you seen him stand to Robert Williams III. That meant they're damn near the same height.
That's crazy to be that tall.
That height, and you can
It's
move
cool
the way
now.
you can move though.
It's cool now. When you get 40 though, your knees.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I know
he's doing
Shaq.
crazy.
His knees be killing him.
The nigga should be buckling. You can't hear it on TNT when they do the halftime show.
Then he got ice.
So okay, we switch conferences now. Western Conference. Y'all know I'm Warriors all day, man.
Warriors, for sure.
I love everything about that team.
I think Luke. I don't know.
You did the Mavericks, bro. Let's be honest. That the way they did the Suns.
With shocking.
That shit was out of this world. No one expected that, bro.
Yeah, I thought right now it would honestly be the Suns and Warriors going back and forth right now.
I guess it's just not meant for Chris Paul now. I guess it's just not meant for him.
I'd be like, Chris Paul, bro, I can't, bro. You gotta stay your ass over there, bro. You can't be bringing that curse shit over here. Your ass can't make it past the Western Finals for shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense because he had everything, bro. Everything was set up, and then they fumbled. And even let's be honest, I love Luka. I think he's a superstar. I think he's very talented. You're not beating the Warriors. You're not beating if he beats the Warriors, shit, I'll give that.
You gotta bow down to that nigga.
Hey, come on.
I think he's top 10 right now.
In the league?
He's bordering top 5.
Some people got him at top 5. I'll give Luka straight at 6 at my head. No, 7.
He's 7 or 8 for me.
7 or 8, off the top of my head.
If that nigga walked into LA Fitness, I would look at that nigga and be like, what the fuck? He does not look at
He does not like an NBA player.
Build is terrible.
Yeah. He reminds me kind of Paul Pierce because he's not the most in shape guy, but he does have a lot of body weight and he'll move you around with that. And I think he is 6'8", 6'9". So
that nigga be back.
Bro, he gets rebounds. He shoot from the 3. He could even. You see his passes?
So slow, though.
You see his passes?
Yeah.
Bro, that step back looks so weak, but that nigga would dish that shit, bro.
And then
he's tough.
Let's switch back to the Warriors, man. That's just championship basketball. You can't say nothing about that. I never really got too worried when the Warriors are down because they got the 3 ball and they have veteran experience to rely on.
You need even though they have some type of off games where they're shooting isn't up, isn't crazy, bro. One game if just Clay and Curry.
They can never
even Clay and Jordan Poole. It doesn't matter. But just give one of those stars just a little bit of leeway, a little bit of hotness. Yeah. It's done. It's done up.
But Clay Curry and Jordan Poole, it seems like nobody can ever be clicking all in one night. Somebody's got to be off. And last night, Steph Curry, I think he had 32, and Jordan Poole had 23. So I think that was really good. Luka had 42. He was just busting them up. And they said he had a little illness or whatever that was.
Yeah. Do you think that
Did y'all see Luka smoking hookah and drinking a beer before?
They called his ass Hookah Doncic. I was like,
that shit is nasty.
But that's also just the fact of you're an NBA player and niggas will not they will be on your ass 24/7.
but why is he doing this shit before a playoff game?
But you a grown ass man though. He can't have a beer.
Nigga, but before a playoff game?
Larry, I see what you're saying, bro. But you a grown ass man.
I get you.
He probably didn't have one. You know, he didn't have one beer.
Nobody just has one beer.
Exactly.
Nigga, a beer and hookah?
I mean, a lot of these people function off of shit like that.
Niggas
But nigga, you got a game with the Golden State.
Smokes.
You got Curry in 24 hours.
No, it's not. It's the same day. Like, I think the game was like at 5. They doing this shit at like 12 or 1.
These niggas having brunch with mimosas and shit.
Nigga.
Hey, nigga, some niggas in playoff things.
Honestly, I can say
He drunk, driven like, oh shit.
I feel like as long as you know how to operate, everybody knows their tolerance and what they can.
Man, you always gonna advocate for the drug heads, man. These niggas, look here, man. If you got a game in a couple hours and you're playing against the greatest point guard in the game right now, one of the top 3 point guards ever,
Hall of Famer.
come on now. You can't be doing that stuff. And then they said he was ill. I don't buy that shit. Because if you ill, fuck you out drinking beer and smoking hookah for. If you really ill, like, come on now.
Also, real quick, just back to the Celtics thing. I just want to point out the only reason why we lost. Also, Jason Tatum did terrible. We did have Robert Williams III. When that team is healthy, that is the best team in the playoffs. I don't give a fuck what no one says.
Yeah, bullshit. Agree to disagree.
All right, bet we gonna see.
We got Marcus Smart getting hurt coming back. Jason Tatum.
Hey, they training staff, nigga. Hey, I don't know what they be
They going crazy, bro.
But they, you know, they do. They give him the painkillers in the back, or they give him the shot. They call it a "I don't hurt no more" shot.
Yeah.
So what happened is they say if you hit your knee on the ground, they'll shoot your knee up, give it about 10 seconds. They say you don't feel a fucking thing for like the rest of the night.
This is so terrible, bro.
That is so, because nigga, your knee still fucked. You just can't feel it. Like,
Hey, you know that's how a lot of people actually get back injuries. Those are steroid shots.
Yeah.
Bro, and they're grown ass men. Like you have like it's not like there's like this high school ball. You 16, 17. Okay, you could grow that shit. You know, you be alright. Not nigga, you 31. Like your bones don't move the same. Like your body don't move the same. So that wear and tear. I mean, I understand that's your profession, and like you're trying to earn that contract because you know if you win that championship, that check go hit different.
yeah, I know that thing get like increase. Like Odell, he got like more money each playoff game he won.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it increases though, man. And a lot of things are different about these playoffs. You got no KD, there's no Giannis,
No Bron.
there's no Embiid. Oh, no Bron?
No, bro.
Damn,
Bro. Bron didn't even make it to the. That shit hurt me, bro.
It didn't hurt me. That team was garbage.
That team was shitty.
No, it was garbage. But let's be honest now. Like, wait, what was the team that made it over Bron? Who were all the playoff teams?
It was the Pelicans.
Yeah, nigga, fuck the
They
play.
didn't make the play in.
Who wants to see the Pelicans versus the Lakers? Come on.
Hey,
man.
the Pelicans were a good team though.
I don't give a shit. Bron, playoff Bron. That nigga, if he's in the playoffs, come on.
I
Man.
don't think they ever did shit.
I think he would have. I think he would have made it a better series. I don't think he would have made it past the first round though.
Like
the way
last year?
the way the Phoenix was playing, they was playing way too elite. But
Speaking of the Lakers, we got to talk about LeBron's son,
Bron, little Bron.
Man, folks need to mind they damn bit. I think they just bitter.
His man can't even go to prom no more without being in the media.
What they talking about, man? What they got on him now?
They out here tripping because LeBron James Jr., also known as Bronny, took a Caucasian woman to his to prom, and the whole I say black Twitter, black community, whatever the hell you want to call it, are trying to bash this man for taking a white girl to prom. It's like,
Do y'all know where he lives?
Yeah, what do y'all expect? Like,
This nigga's in Calabasas.
Like the heel.
Can't even spell that shit, nigga.
Nigga, hidden heels,
You
nigga.
don't know where this nigga. It ain't not one single black.
He in a private school with all them white girls.
Like he go to Sierra Camp. I think Diddy's kids went there. Like Scottie Pippen's son went there. A lot of
Boston goes there.
Yeah, Amari Bailey went there.
Or he went there.
Yeah, like come on now, like, and then too, bro, you don't love people as long as he's not bashing black women, which I haven't heard him doing that.
Yeah.
I think it's cool, but once again, when you LeBron's kid, you just gonna be under the microscope.
She probably not a regular white girl. Like she probably got a future for herself. She probably got.
Her parents probably like own maybe some semi-pro team or some shit or a football team.
Yeah.
We got the Maybelline. We got that makeup company.
She probably the co-founder or some
Exactly.
shit.
Yeah, like he ain't taking no trailer park trash.
Shooting up heroin white.
Oh god, this ain't no honey boo boo type shit.
And it's like, bro, come on now. With the way the world works, let your kid love what they want to love. At the end of the day, like, if you want to go take a white girl, go ahead. I don't give a damn. As long as she's not like what you say. As long as she's not bothering the barrel, who cares? Who cares what she look like?
That boy Bronny said, if it's snowing, I'm going.
y'all see that car he took?
Bro, LeBron hooked him up.
Nigga, LeBron damn right better have the nicest car going.
Not to Bron? To Bron, come on now. You can't cheap out on
Now,
that.
if y'all went to prom, what car would y'all choose? Like, if your dad,
Nigga, I'd be in a spaceship the way these motherfuckers coming to prom now.
You could pick any car you want.
I'd probably pick a
Bro, I'm
helicopter.
taking a concept car.
I'd probably pick a helicopter.
I'm taking a car.
That's tough for the prom. That's tough.
I think I would do a helicopter.
And I would have the music blasting, like, and we finna touch. I had my own little landing pad, and we
Have a red carpet out there.
Yeah, oh yeah, bro. Oh, nigga, is LeBron my dad? Oh, nigga, shit. You couldn't stop me from coming to spaceship, nigga. Fuck. Man, I be in a UFO. Who is that? Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
even though his car is like hella nice, he also was it was way more humble than what he could have went to.
Yeah, he could have
arrived in a Peach.
But you gotta think though, he goes to Sierra Canyon. That school is like, I wanna say maybe 25 and higher a year for one kid.
Yeah.
You really think them kids ain't in like Maybachs and like Rolls Royce?
Hey, y'all think that was a nice car? Honestly, LeBron probably not even the richest dad there. They probably got nicer cars that pulled up to
Oh
prom.
hell no! You got regular white guys that shop at Ross that could buy the Lakers, nigga.
Yeah.
What? I just think that the world is changing, man. You gotta either get with it or get rolled over, man.
That's
the way it
facts.
is.
That's facts.
Yeah.
But with that, man, let us know what else to talk about. If y'all like the sports content, man, let us know, man. I've been Larry Love, and this has been the Last Word Podcast. And like I always say, keep buying condoms.